Welcome to my Expat Stories. How many times can you save someone before you realise you're not saving them? That's what Frank needs to answer. That's what he's been avoiding for 4 years. Keeps believing, keeps thinking this time will be different. Except it never is. If you've ever loved someone with an addiction, hit subscribe. This one's going to cut deep. Here's Frank. I'm Frank. 61, Edinburgh. Worked for Royal Mail 37 years. Retired last year. Divorced 15 years back. 2 grown kids who don't talk to me much. And I need to talk about Sinta. About 4 years of trying to save her. About £71,000 sent to Manila thinking I was helping. About finally understanding that helping and enabling aren't the same thing. About realising too late that every time I paid her gambling debts, I was just funding her next bet. And about the guilt, the crushing guilt. Because maybe if I'd stopped paying, maybe if I'd said no, maybe she would have hit rock bottom. Maybe she would have gotten help. Maybe she'd be clean now. Instead of still gambling, still losing, still looking for the next person to pay her debts. But I'll start at the beginning. How I met her. How I fell for her. How I missed every warning sign because I wanted to believe love could fix anything. Right, it's February. Cold. Edinburgh winter. I'm sitting in my flat, Bruntsfield, alone watching telly. Some pish detective show. Half paying attention. My phone buzzes. Facebook, friend request. Cinta Reyes, Manila, Philippines. I look at her profile. Beautiful woman. 30s, long dark hair, warm smile. Photos of her at beaches, at restaurants, at family gatherings. Normal life. Normal photos. I accept. She messages immediately. Hi Frank. Saw your profile. You look kind. Would love to chat if you're interested. I reply. Aye, sure, why not? We messaged for 2 weeks. Just chatting. Getting to know each other. She's 33, works in customer service, call centre, night shift. American account. Same story as thousands of Filipinas. But she seemed genuine, funny, smart. She asked about Scotland, about Edinburgh, about my life. I told her about Royal Mail, about retirement, about being divorced, about being alone. She said I understand loneliness. I work nights, sleep days, don't have much social life, it's hard. We moved to WhatsApp, video calls, and she was real, exactly like her photos, sitting in her small flat in Quezon City. Simple place, 1 bedroom, concrete walls, fan spinning overhead, but clean, organised. Her. We talked for hours about everything. Life, family, dreams. She told me about her father. Died when she was young. Lung cancer. She told me about her mother. Still alive. Living in the province. Laguna. She sent money home every month. Helped her siblings. Typical eldest daughter story. A month in, I suggested visiting. Meeting her in person. See if what we had online translated to real life. She said yes, I'd love that. I booked a flight. March, 2 weeks in Manila, stayed at a hotel in Makati. She met me at the airport, and seeing her in person, she was stunning. Simple sundress, sandals, no makeup. Natural, beautiful. She hugged me, felt warm, felt real. We spent 2 weeks together. She took time off work, showed me Manila, Intramuros, Rizal Park, Mall of Asia. We ate at local restaurants. Street food from vendors. Kwek kwek. Fish balls. She laughed at me trying balut. I nearly gagged. She found it hilarious. And we connected. Really connected. Not just physically, though that was incredible. But emotionally. She made me feel young. Made me feel wanted. Made me feel like I mattered. Before I left, I told her I love you. She cried. Said I love you too. Nobody's ever cared about me like you do. I flew home. Back to Edinburgh. Back to my empty flat. But I wasn't alone anymore. I had Cinta. We messaged every day, video calls every night. She'd be finishing her shift. I'd be having my morning coffee. We'd talk, laugh, plan the future. 2 months after I got back, she called me, crying, actually sobbing. What's wrong? What happened? I need to tell you something. I'm ashamed. I don't want to lose you, but I can't hide it. Tell me. Whatever it is, we'll handle it. I have a problem, a gambling problem. I've had it for years. I've been trying to stop, and I owe money, a lot of money, to people I shouldn't owe money to. How much? 50,000 pesos, about £700. I borrowed from a loan shark, 5-6. You know what that is? Aye, I know. 5% interest, 6 weeks to pay. Compounds if you don't. Yes, and I can't pay. They're threatening me, threatening to hurt me, to tell my work. I don't know what to do. How do you get into this debt? Casino. I went to casino. I lost. I kept trying to win it back. I lost more. I borrowed to keep playing, thinking I'd win. I didn't. And now I'm in trouble. I sat there, processing. Gambling addiction. Loan sharks. Threats. This wasn't what I'd signed up for, but I loved her. And love means helping, right? I'll pay it. I'll send the money. You pay them off. But you have to stop gambling. You have to get help. I will, I promise. I'll never gamble again. This scared me. This was my wake-up call. Thank you so much. I'll never forget this. I sent £700. Western Union. She picked it up, paid the loan shark, sent me a photo, the receipt, the payment confirmation. Everything cleared. And for 6 weeks, everything was fine. She didn't gamble. She went to work, came home. We video called. She was happy, grateful, clean. Then week 7, she called, crying again. Frank, I messed up. I'm so sorry. I'm so ashamed. What happened? I went back to the casino just once. I thought I could control it. I thought I could play a little, win a little, stop. But I didn't stop. I lost. I lost 20,000 pesos, £300. I don't have it. I can't pay my rent. I don't know what to do. You promised. You said you'd never gamble again. I know. I'm weak. I'm terrible. I understand if you want to leave me. I wouldn't blame you. I don't want to leave you. I want you to get help. This is an addiction. You need treatment. You need support. I know. I'll get help, I promise. But right now I need to pay my rent. Or I'll be evicted. Can you help? Just this once. I'll pay you back. I'll get a second job. I'll do anything. I sent £300. She paid her rent. And she stopped again. For 8 weeks this time. 2 months clean. I thought she'd beaten it. Thought the scare of nearly being evicted had worked. Week 9. Same call, same tears. Same story. Casino. Lost. Needs money. 40,000 pesos. £600. I sent it. Week 16. Same. 30,000 pesos. £450. I sent it. Week 23. Same. 60,000 pesos. £900. I sent it. Every time. Same pattern. She'd stop for 6 to 8 weeks. I'd think she's done. She's clean. Then she'd relapse. Go to the casino. Lose. Call me crying. Promise it's the last time. I'd send money. She'd stop. Cycle repeats. 4 years. 48 months. I sent money 32 times. Different amounts. Smallest was £300. Largest was £2,400. Average about £2,200 each time. Total. £71,000. Sent to Sinta to pay her gambling debts, to keep her afloat, to save her from loan sharks, from eviction, from consequences, and every single time. I believed this was the last time. This was the one that would make her stop. This was rock bottom. This was the wake-up call, but it never was, because I kept catching her, kept preventing rock bottom, kept enabling the addiction by removing the consequences. I visited her 3 more times over those 4 years, saw her in person, saw the shame, saw the guilt, saw her crying, promising, swearing on her dead father she'd never gamble again. And I believed her, every time, because I loved her, because I thought love meant not giving up, thought love meant being there, thought love meant helping no matter what, until I couldn't anymore, until I ran out of money, until I drained my pension, maxed my credit cards, borrowed from my kids, and I had to say no. And that's when everything changed. Year 3, I started researching gambling addiction, treatment, recovery. I read everything. Forums, articles, books, and I kept seeing the same thing. Don't enable, don't pay their debts. Let them hit rock bottom. That's when they'll seek help. But I couldn't. Every time she called crying, every time she said the loan sharks were threatening her, every time she said she'd lose her flat, I sent money. Because what if something happened to her? What if they hurt her? What if she ended up homeless? I couldn't live with that. My daughter Sarah found out. She's 32, lives in Glasgow. We're not close. Haven't been since the divorce, but she called me one day. Dad, Mum told me you've been sending money to some woman in the Philippines. Is that true? Aye. Her name's Sinta. We're together. Together? Have you even met her? 4 times. I visited 4 times. And you're sending her money? How much? That's my business. Dad, Mum says you asked her for a loan. You never ask for money. How much have you sent this woman? I didn't answer. Dad, please tell me you haven't bankrupted yourself for some stranger. She's not a stranger. She's my girlfriend, and she's got a problem. She needs help. What kind of problem? Gambling. She's addicted. I'm helping her get clean. Sarah was quiet. Then she said, Dad, you're not helping her. You're enabling her. Every time you pay her debts, you're making it easier for her to gamble again. You're removing consequences. That's not help. That's enabling. I know what I'm doing. Do you? Because from here it looks like you're being used. How much have you sent her? I hung up. Blocked her number for a week. I was furious. She didn't understand. She didn't know Sinta. Didn't know the situation. Didn't know that Sinta was trying. Really trying. Just struggling. But Sarah's words stuck with me. Enabling. Not helping. I'd heard it before. In the articles. In the forums. But hearing it from my daughter, it hit different. I called Sinta. We need to talk about your gambling, about getting you real help. I am getting help. I'm trying. Trying isn't enough. You need treatment. Rehab. Therapy, something structured. I can't afford that. I'll pay for it. I'll find a place in Manila. I'll cover the cost, but you have to go. You have to commit. She was quiet. Then, okay, if you think it'll help, I'll go. I researched rehab centres in Manila. Found one. Gateway Rehabilitation Centre, specialised in gambling addiction. Had good reviews. Residential programme. 30 days. Cost was 80,000 pesos. £1,200. I called them. Explained the situation. They said bring her in. We'll do an assessment. If she's committed, we'll admit her. I flew to Manila. 5th visit. But this time wasn't romantic, wasn't a holiday. This was intervention. This was getting her help. I picked her up. We drove to Gateway, Pasig. Clinic was clean, professional. Staff were kind. They interviewed Sinta, asked about her gambling. How often? How much? How long? She told them everything. Started 5 years ago. Small bets, escalated. Now she's gambling 2-3 times a month. Losing everything. Can't stop. Wants to stop. Needs help. They said we can help. 30-day program. Group therapy. Individual counselling. Cognitive behavioural therapy. Relapse prevention. Everything she needs. I paid. £1,200. Up front. She was admitted that day. I hugged her. Told her I'm proud of you. You're doing the right thing. I'll be here when you get out. She cried. Said thank you. I don't deserve you. But I'll make you proud. I'll beat this. I flew home. Waited. She couldn't call me. No phones allowed in rehab. But the centre sent updates. She's participating. She's engaged. She's doing well. 30 days later, she was discharged. I video called her. She looks different. Healthier. Happier. Clear-eyed. She said it was hard. Really hard. But I learned so much. About triggers. About coping. About why I gamble. I feel ready. I feel strong. I'm so proud of you. Thank you. For not giving up on me. For getting me help. I won't let you down. For 3 months she was clean. 90 days. Longest she'd ever gone. She went to aftercare meetings. Online support groups. She called me every day. Told me about her day. Her struggles, her victories. She was doing it. She was beating it. Month 4. Week 1. She called. Voice shaking. Frank, I need to tell you something. What's wrong? I relapsed. I went to the casino last night. I lost 15,000 pesos, £200. I'm so sorry. I'm so ashamed. My heart sank. 3 months. 3 months of progress. Gone. What happened? What triggered you? I don't know. I was stressed. Work was hard. I thought I could just watch. Just be in the casino, not play. But then I sat down. And I played. And I lost. And I'm so sorry. Did you call your sponsor? Did you go to a meeting? No, I should have. I know I should have. But I didn't. I just want to stop feeling like this. You need to go back to meetings. You need to call your sponsor. You need support. I know, I will, I promise, but right now I need to pay this debt. Can you help? And there it was. The same request, the same pattern, the same cycle. Even after rehab, even after treatment, even after £1,200 and 30 days and all that therapy. I said no. For the first time in 3 years, I said no. What? I can't keep doing this. I can't keep paying your debts. It's not helping you. It's enabling you. You need to face consequences. You need to hit rock bottom. Frank, please, I'll lose my flat. I'll lose everything. Then maybe that's what needs to happen. Maybe that's what'll make you stop. She hung up, blocked me. For 2 weeks I didn't hear from her. I was sick with worry. What if something happened? What if I'd made a mistake? What if she needed me and I'd abandoned her? Then she called. I'm sorry for blocking you, for being angry. You were right. I needed to face consequences. I sold some things, my TV, my laptop. I paid the debt. And I'm back in meetings. I'm doing better. I was relieved. Maybe saying no had worked. Maybe tough love was the answer. For 6 weeks she was clean again. Then week 7. Same call. Same casino. Different amount. 30,000 pesos. £450. And I caved. I sent it. Because I couldn't bear to hear her cry. Couldn't bear to think of her suffering. Couldn't bear to be the one who didn't help. Year 4. The relapses got closer together. Every 4 weeks. Every 3 weeks. Every 2 weeks. She wasn't even trying to hide it anymore. Wasn't even pretending she'd stop. Just called, said she lost, said she needed money, expected me to send it, and I did. Every time. Because I was in too deep. Because I'd already sent £60,000. What's another 1,000? Another 2,000? I was trying to protect my investment. Trying to make it worth something. Trying to believe she'd eventually stop. But she didn't stop. She got worse. The amounts got bigger. £2,000, £3,000. One time, £4,500. She'd gone on a bender. 3 days at the casino. Lost everything. Needed me to bail her out. I sent it. Borrowed from my kids. Told them it was for house repairs. They believed me. Sent me the money. I sent it to Sinta. She paid her debts. Stopped for 3 weeks. Then gambled again. My pension was gone. My savings were gone. My credit cards were maxed. I'd borrowed £20,000 from my kids. I had nothing left. And then she called. Frank, I lost big, really big. 80,000 pesos, £1,200. I need it by tomorrow. Can you send it? I can't. I don't have it. I've got nothing left. What do you mean nothing left? You always have it. I've sent you £71,000 over 4 years. I'm broke. I've got nothing left to send. Silence. Then, so what am I supposed to do? I don't know, but I can't help anymore. I'm done. Done? You're giving up on me? I'm not giving up. I'm out of money. I can't keep doing this. But I need you. I need your help. You need professional help. You need to go back to rehab. You need to commit to recovery. But I can't fund this anymore. She hung up, and I never heard from her again. I found her on Facebook 6 months later, different profile name. But same photos, same smile, same Sinta, and she was posting from casinos, photos of chips, photos of slot machines, photos of her at poker tables. Still gambling. Nothing had changed. I looked through her friends, found comments from a white man. Good luck tonight, baby. Hope you win big. Sending you more. She'd found someone new. Another bloke, another sponsor, another enabler to fund her addiction. And I felt it. The rage, the humiliation. 4 years, £71,000. And she'd just moved on. Found someone else to pay for her habit. Like I'd never mattered. Like the 71 grand was just her operating budget, and I was just one source. I messaged her. I see you found someone new to fund your gambling. She replied immediately. Frank, it's not like that. He's just a friend. He's helping me. Same as I helped you. You gave up on me. He hasn't. I didn't give up. I ran out of money. There's a difference. Is there, because from here it feels the same. I blocked her, deleted everything. But the damage was done. Not just financially. Emotionally. Mentally. I'd spent 4 years trying to save someone who didn't want to be saved. Trying to fix someone who didn't want to be fixed. Trying to love someone out of addiction. And it didn't work. It never works. Because addiction doesn't care about love, doesn't care about money, doesn't care about consequences. It just wants the next bet, the next rush, the next loss. My kids found out everything. Sarah confronted me. Dad, we know about the woman in the Philippines. We know about the gambling. We know you borrowed money from us to send to her. Over 4 years. What were you thinking? I was trying to help her. She had an addiction. I thought I could save her. My son James said, you didn't save her. You enabled her. You gave her money to gamble with. I paid her debts, not her bets. It's the same thing. You cleared her debt so she could gamble again. That's enabling. They were right. I knew they were right. But admitting it meant admitting I'd wasted £71,000. Wasted 4 years. Wasted everything. Sarah said, you need to get your finances sorted. You're broke. Your pension's gone. You owe us 20 grand. You've got max credit cards. This is a mess. I know. We'll help you get back on your feet. But you need to promise. No more sending money. No more Filipino girlfriends. No more trying to save people. I promise. I'm 61. Retired. Broke. Living on state pension now. My private pension's gone. £71,000. Sent to Sinta over 4 years. Thinking I was helping. Thinking love could fix addiction. Thinking if I just supported her enough, she'd stop. But she didn't stop. She won't stop. Because I was removing consequences. Every time she gambled and lost, I bailed her out. Every time. So why would she stop? Why would she hit rock bottom when I kept catching her before she fell? The rehab didn't work because I paid for it. She didn't have skin in the game. She didn't lose anything. I lost £1,200. She lost nothing. So of course she relapsed. Of course she went back. Because there were no real consequences. And now she's doing it again. With someone else. Some other bloke who thinks he can save her. Who thinks his love and his money will fix her. Who thinks he's different. Who thinks this time will work. But it won't. Because addiction doesn't work that way. You can't love someone out of it. Can't pay their way out of it. They have to want to stop. Have to choose recovery. Have to face consequences. And Sinta doesn't want to stop. She wants to gamble. Wants the rush. Wants the escape. And she wants someone to pay for it. That's all I was. A bank, a safety net. An enabler disguised as a boyfriend. My kids are helping me rebuild. Financially. Emotionally. They're not happy. But they're here, they're helping. I'm paying them back. £100 a month. It'll take years. But I'll do it. And I'm done with online dating. Done with Filipino women. Done with trying to save anyone. I can barely save myself. 4 years. £71,000. 32 payments. Every time thinking this is the last time. Every time thinking she'll stop. Every time believing love was enough. But love isn't enough. Not for addiction. Addiction needs treatment. Needs commitment. Needs consequences. And I took away the consequences every single time. Sarah was right. I wasn't helping, I was enabling. And the difference between those two things cost me everything. This is my expat stories. Sometimes the real woman with the real problem is more expensive than the fake woman with the fake story.